I'm LaWanda Booth, and this is my 5-minute video on what I learned this week. I want to start with the identity web. I really enjoyed that activity because I was able to pinpoint key parts of my life that had a huge influence on the person I am. So for me, it was middle school. In elementary school, I was horrible at math, and didn't like school. And then I got in middle school, and I had a math teacher who was fun but stern and really cared, and I started to improve. And so middle school was a key time for me, especially because I was an athlete and I was good at playing a sport. So I naturally gained friends. I wouldn't say I like popularity, but popularity. And also I started to excel in mathematics and other courses, but mathematics was really one that I improved on dramatically. So the web, I liked how it broke everything down. And then the cultural iceberg, I really liked that because I got to dig deep about my culture that a lot of people may not see or just don't initially have conversations about. So I liked that activity because I got to really include all the aspects of being an African American woman and how my culture pretty much has made me the person I am. So I enjoyed that very much. Stereotyping. Stereotyping, that section. I really like doing the survey because we all have stereotypes, whether we want to admit it or not. And so I liked it because it allowed me to really look and see and dig deep and see what my stereotypes are. Or for me, it's more of I've been stereotyped throughout my whole life. So I really try hard not to do it, but I also have my own stereotypes. I remember my principal, we live in the same city, and the city is has a really well-behaved group of kids. And so when she came to work at the school that I went to in high school, it's a little rough around the edges. I thought that, oh, she's from the same city as me, and I don't know if she's going to be able to handle these kids. I sort of stereotyped her because she was a Caucasian woman, and I actually apologized to her. She laughed about it, but I was like, no, I have to apologize to you because I thought, hey, woman from Beaumont area handling, kids from San Bernardino was going to be a hard task for her, but she actually built relationships and built rapport with the kids and had empathy for them and also holding them to high standards. So that really was a lesson of, hey, you can't be stereotyping. That's not a good thing to do. Working on that. Biases. I found the test, honestly, that I took on being biased. It says I prefer a European over African American. And to be honest, I feel like that assessment was, maybe I should have paid closer attention because I feel like I took longer when it came to the African American photos because I had to press the E with my left hand. And if they were on that side, I had to press the E. Or if it correlated with a term, I was focused on making sure I didn't press the wrong one. Whereas I felt like the meaning of the words after I saw Caucasian pictures, they were more positive based. And when I seen the African American, it had negative words connected to it. So it took me, I tried to analyze it longer because I didn't want to be marking the wrong words for African American. So I don't think I necessarily prefer European over African American. I think I was focused so much more on making sure I categorized my African American people in the right way because sometimes in the society they're not. And so I think that's why it took me longer to answer the questions for African Americans than it was Europeans. But so that's what I feel about that. Biases, yeah, we all do have our biases, and we got to be aware of our biases because it really can impede on the teaching. So being aware of those biases and making sure that you intentionally try not to have them is important. For me, it was thinking that boys were harder to teach in math. I thought boys were harder. I tutored boys, taught boys. It's just harder to teach, I felt. But then when I dug deep and I realized, was I doing enough content that they would like? Am I putting that into the lessons, or am I just putting more of things the females would like? So I started to do a survey at the beginning of the year to get ideas of what to add to the lessons, so the students, so that the students would, be able to be engaged. What else? And the ad sets. I like the activity with making the portfolio, and it's almost like an individual growth expectation portfolio where students can work toward having the expectations and also see their improvement, because knowing who your student is and relating to them can really help you as a teacher. I like the activities to really get to know the students, and also having them have these objectives to these high standards to meet, to be successful students. And the final, and so I enjoyed this week. I enjoyed the readings. I enjoyed the TED Talk. It was really informative and correct. I liked it a lot. And I'm looking forward to what this program has in store for us next week. And that's it.